They don't veer off.
Dinner! Oh,
Baby.
hey little guy.
Here we are in some sunshine, much needed sunshine, in the Coffin Bay National Park, and we've been here for, this is what we got here on Tuesday night,
It's all blur.
Wednesday night, so this is our third night.
Tonight, is that
Yeah.
night? Yeah.
And we've just booked to stay 2 more nights, and we won't be leaving till Tuesday morning next week now,
yeah.
because it's such a beautiful place and it's sheltered from the weather to a certain degree.
Well, we tested that out last night. There was
Yes.
rain,
It was
wind.
quite wet.
It was when we went out towards the entrance
Almonte Beach,
and the other one, and we got that
Point of Void.
sand abrasion treatment.
Yeah, Golden Island Lookout.
Lost the paintwork on the car.
Or down to bare metal.
Well, just showed it. Or fiberglass.
Fiberglass. It hasn't been broken yet.
So,
We're doing a pan. Keep talking.
yeah, so we realised how it is quite sheltered down here. We didn't launch, we stayed dry.
Yes.
The site stayed dry, there's good drainage here.
I lost my 5th game of backgammon in a row.
Yes!
But I'm kicking your ass in euchre.
Yeah. What are my options?
Strengths and... Yes,
Inside joke.
I know. Gotta play by the rules.
Yeah.
Come for a
So,
walk. We'll talk and walk.
okay.
So this campsite was vacated this morning, but they're all beautiful sites, plenty of room.
Bit of a slope. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bigger vans, maybe.
Oh, here comes the sun again.
And up here is the track that leads further into the park.
It's for all used 4-wheel drivers.
And there's bays there for letting the tyres down and pumping them back up.
Yep.
There's also a very clean ablutions facility there.
Which we discovered accidentally,
Because
actually.
the other one's disgusting, to be honest.
Mate, it's hideous.
Come on, people.
Yeah.
Share.
Clean
nicely.
the bowl. No spray painting allowed.
But it's a beautiful spot.
So we're at Yangi Bay.
Yeah. Kangaroos, emus,
Um,
wrens,
What's the name of the other bird we
the
found?
common bronze.
Bronzewing. A bronzewing is a type of pigeon.
Yeah.
And it was just hanging out next to us.
Very tame. And last night, when after the rain, we
The
went
big
out with
moths.
the torch. The big moths,
Yeah.
lots of snails.
Snails.
Snails came out for an orgy,
An orgy of snails.
apparently.
Well,
And we watched that show alone, and we thought, well, here you go, you can eat snails. Can you eat snails?
well, not
like
eating.
that?
You can. You have to feed them on flour, I believe, to get the slime out of their guts
Oh, really?
when you cook them up.
Okay. This is a nice little campsite.
Yeah.
Number 6, they got a little pathway through.
So we're just going to walk down here to Yangi Bay to the water, and then we're going to go back and do nothing again.
Yeah. Unravel wool.
No, that was last night's project.
This is a nice
And here we
site.
are,
Site
Yangi
8.
Bay. So this is also a fish nursery, so you can fish off the beach here and at some point over the other side somewhere.
Look at site 8. This is a ripper, Murray.
Oh no, this would be good for
I'm going to do a fire
a
here.
van, could be right here.
Yeah.
You almost got your own personal fire pit, because most of the fire pits here are shared between two campsites,
Yeah.
which could make it a bit political
Yeah.
if you've got more wood than them.
Hello.
G'day. Oh, look at that, fantastic. You here for long?
No, just we only booked one night, but it's a
Did ya?
beautiful spot. Yeah.
Oh, we booked 5 and booked for another 2 this morning.
Yeah. Great, isn't it? Yeah, it's beautiful. This site here. Yeah. Something smells delicious. What could it be? Let's check it out. That spot. Campfire tonight over here. Skippy smells it too. Hey Skip. You smell it too, Skip? Hey? Ah. You like the sheep? Hey? Hello. Hello. Here we go. What's for dinner, Muzzer?
Special fried rice. Looks like special fried peas, but the whole lot fell in accidentally.
Smells good.
Starting to smell like special fried rice.
We like one pot dinners, don't we?
Oh yeah, and it's easy to do.
No water used. One pot.
Oh, just some rice.
Not much packaging.
No,
Love it.
but we need to get some more if we want it again one night. Add to the shopping list.
Oh no.
One coming in.
What's going on here?
Hey.
You're eating our dinner.
Come on. Out.
Go away. Look guys, we made that for us. Yeah, there you go.
We're down here at, what should we call this? This is the other side of Callanny Bay, which is the town side. There's Coffin Bay over there. We've just driven about half an hour or so from there, right around there, past the airport, and then come around down another track. And we're here on the other side of Coffin Bay, or Port Douglas as this is known. Coffin Bay is actually way down there. Beautiful little beach road. Track's a little bit rough, but doable by two-wheel drive. The last little bit's a bit steep. We just have to take care. It's a beautiful little beach. We have Coffin Bay over across the way there. The fishing's pretty good over this side. And here's the beautiful Sandy Thong coming down to check out what's happening in Coffin Bay today.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. So this is the track from the little spot where we've just been. It's a bit bumpy. I've been down here before in a two-wheel drive. It's about the same as it was last time I was here about 25 years ago, so not much has changed, which is good to see sometimes when nothing much changes. And then when we come back out to here, we can see it opens up and it becomes a better road. So it's only maybe 2-3 kilometres of fairly rough road or track, and then further up becomes a proper formed unsealed road. We're going around to Little Douglas, Anzac Cove and Farm Beach, famous for two things, whiting and tractors.
I wish I'd bought the quills.
Here we are at Farm Beach, famous for two things. One's behind us, which is a paddock full of tractors, and the other one is, if you can cast out to the edge of the weed line, you can catch some of the best whiting in South Australia. Across the other side of the bay is the Coffin Bay National Park, and right out it goes way across there to Point Sir Isaac's, and back that way to where we're camped, quite a few kilometres the other side of the park. There's a fisheries man waiting for somebody to bring in an undersized whiting and bust them. And just up this way, heading north, which we're going to do momentarily, is head up to Gallipoli Beach, where the Mel Gibson film Gallipoli was filmed all those years ago. Isn't it exciting? So we've just turned off the road down here at Farm Beach and heading up to Gallipoli Cove, where the 1981 Peter Weir film Gallipoli, some of it was filmed. And since last time I was there, they built this beautiful memorial to commemorate the 100 years of Anzac. It's quite an impressive structure, because I wouldn't think too many people actually come here. And there's plaques dedicated to the women of World War I, Indigenous soldiers who legally weren't allowed to be in the army till May 1917, but some got through, and then plaques commemorating some of the great battles that the Australian, or the Anzacs, fought in during that war. Not just Gallipoli, France, Egypt and other places. We're on our way to Gallipoli Cove. We've just left the car up the hill a little bit, and we're heading down to have a look. It's a bit of a climb down, as I recall, and we'll get the old chicker pumping. It's a beautiful day now, the sun's shining, and here is Gallipoli Cove, where they made the movie Gallipoli in 1981. And that is the way down. Yes. A nice view here. We're here at Point of Void. We've been in the camp for almost a week now. We've extended our stay.
No avoiding the weather.
No, the weather's been, yeah, and just a bit of a showers more than anything else. Nothing that was going to stop us from camping. There's a little bit of swell around, as you can see. That's Golden Island. We're going to go around to Almonte Beach shortly and have a look there. We did come here the other day, but the wind was blowing that hard we couldn't open our eyes to look at anything when we got out of the car. But it's a magnificent spot and looks pretty scary if you ended up down there. The water's just sucking off the rocks and it'd suck you right under, and not an ideal place to go swimming. But it's not cold, it's just a bit damp. As you can see, we're the only ones here right now. School holidays is finishing today, and all the little grommets will be back at school where they belong. The So this little section is about maybe 150 metres from where we just were, and this is the beginning of Almonte Beach, and it just travels down the coast there till you get to Gunya Beach. Good spot for salmon. Looks like it's got potential for surfing. So Jackie's going to grab the board in a minute, and we're going to do some surfer girl stuff.
No.
Not today?
No.
Okay. Fishery Bay. We're going to Fishery Bay in a couple of days and camping on the beach. So it's going to be a safari then, Sandy. A safari. But as you can see, we're the only ones here at the moment. And it's just a marvellous stretch of beautiful white sand and beautiful aqua-coloured waters. We're at this lookout which has got a really long name and I can't remember it. I'm just going to pan around so you can see how marvellous this park is. And we're camped just over there by that bay. And we get around and there's where we just were. That is the Golden Island coming into view and the sand hills. And we spin around and we're right back where we started from, I think. Pretty much.
Just come through some fairly rough rocky areas. This is firm sand.
Fairly firm, yeah.
But we didn't go to the soft sand because we left the shovel at home.
Yes, that's correct. Just in case we came across a track full of soft sand. No one wanted to
Well, the first 2 kilometres is okay, and then the second 2 is in the soft sand, and that's where we stopped and came back. I would not take a 2-wheel drive down here. I know some people say you'll be fine with your 2-wheel drive, but you need a bit of clearance, and nah, just don't. We have a theory that they're not maintained to actually discourage people using them, really.
Yeah.
And
which is good for the animals.
yeah.
But of course some people can't resist the challenge of taking a track like this. But you know, you can't frighten a triton, so they say.
Seen emus along the way.
Nice red flowers.
That's the paintwork that you hear.
No, it's not. It's the mirrors.
It's the
actually.
mirrors, okay.
Yeah, the mirrors are. I've been looking. It's just enough clearance.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Here we are. It's now Tuesday morning, the 2nd of May, 2023, and we've just spent a sort of a damp week in Coffin Bay National Park. But it was good. We discovered a bit of the park. I've never camped in here before. I've been in it, and certainly Jackie hasn't been here before.
Nope.
So we enjoyed our time. The kangaroos ate half of our special fried rice on the second night in. We had a 10-litre bucket that we use for showers that we put a little pump into for our hot water service, and last night it was making funny noises. So then when we had a look, we found out there was a mouse caught inside the box. I was hoping for no rain this morning, but we got a bit of a shower. It was still dark. So we're packed up and we're going to Port Lincoln to get some supplies, and now we're going to Coffin Bay to get some water. And
a delicious coffee, hopefully.
Coffee, and get rid of some rubbish.
Now that coffee van that was there the other day.
Yes, let's see if that's there. So it's been a pleasant week, has it not?
Oh, it's been fabulous. I know we've had, rain on and off, but
Well, it didn't really stop us doing things.
No,
it made it interesting going out to Almonte Beach with all that wind.
That was
But then we went back for a second look
because my eyes got blinded. The wind was that strong that I couldn't open my eyelids.
But it's always worth seeing the ocean at it, and it probably wasn't even at its fiercest, but
No,
it's something else to see the ocean
It was
like
just
that.
a zephyr for this part of the world.
Zephyr.
But it's pretty good now. It's lovely, calm. The wind's dropped right off. Everything's so beautiful and green too.
Yeah.
We discovered some new plants yesterday.
We did. The
Native apricots
and,
and things like that. And now Fishery Bay, we're on our way.
get that surfboard wet.
Oh, yeah. Other than rain.
Over and out.
And we're here at Fishery Bay, about 20 kilometres just out of Port Lincoln, after driving from Coffin Bay, doing a bit of shopping, buying a new radio so we could have something to listen to here, because we've got no internet or anything, have we?
Nix.
Ixnay. And here we are. It's not a bad spot. It's a bit windy today, but the sun's out. We're just having a coffee in the van, and we're going to take some footage of where we are later. It's fairly open, but we got a little bit of protection from the wind. I think the weather's going to deteriorate for one day, so we're just going to keep an eye. It's a couple of days away. Just keep an eye on our erection to see how it works. Our installation.
Our setup.
Our setup, whatever. And there's surf. There were guys surfing on the right point today. There was a little right-hander on the beach. And what's so funny? Well, you don't like a good erection. Anyway, as you can see, it's looking pretty good at the moment. So fingers crossed we don't end up like Mexican Hat campground. But it went up pretty good today. And it's still up. Here we are at Fishery Beach campsite. It's also a car park, and that's where we are. We got the one closest to the beach, which could be a good thing. We're about to find out, but it's got a little bit of protection. Here's the walking track to the beach. Here's an information board about Matthew Flinders, and it was a whaling place once. Sealing and whaling, and we're going to have a look at that hopefully while we're here in the next 4 days or so. That there's remnants of the old spot where they used to process whales way around the other side of the bay. End up at Whalers Way, but we haven't got a key to get in, so I'm not sure. Are we going back to Port Lincoln to get a key? Don't know. See, it's 20 kilometres.
That's a long way, right?
Well, it is and it isn't.
Yeah.
But it's what, 20 past 4. We're all set up. We're happy. We've had a coffee. Forgot the beer and the wine and the crapanacanicus, whatever it's called. So, teetotaling for a few days. Unless someone would like to come over and drop a carton off. Can't see that happening. It's a fairly consistent breeze, and there's a bit of surf on the beach. There's no one out surfing on the point anymore. Last one in gets eaten by a shark. Just walked down onto the beach. It's absolutely gorgeous here. The water's very refreshing. Oops. A bit fresh too there, Jackie. Kind of bumped into me, but the beautiful sand. You can actually drive on here, which is a pity. Why do we feel the need to drive on beaches all the time?
Is it something in our...
Test our modern devices.
I thought you were going to say testosterone fueled cars. Oh look, perfect little place, isn't it? Nice offshore breeze. Hopefully there'll be some waves in the morning for you. And that's the left point way over there, which holds quite a large wave. We're on the left hand side of the bay, and just looking across the bay, the waves are quite big at the moment. Looks like the swell's on the up, because it wasn't this big yesterday when we got here. And we're sort of, looks like it's pretty much high tide or close to it, because there's not a lot of sand left. And here goes sprinting Jackie, sprinting for the steps. I'm doing it too.
Wow.
And that's a solid 6 foot wave.
Yikes. Oh, I'm behind it. Yeah. Woo! Oh yeah.
So now we're looking at the bay from the right hand side, and it's a beautiful clear day. You can see right across to the other side of Sleaford Bay. So Sleaford Bay runs right around there, and then this is just a small bay within Sleaford Bay. And there's a bit of surfing action on the other side of the bay today. It's shifted because of the swells dropped and the left is holding up. And there's just a bit of a view of our campsite is just sort of on the other side of that. If you can see the walkway, we're just near that. Fantastic, what a beautiful spot. Yeah, looking at it.
Oh, I'm videoing.
Oh yeah? We've got a whole 4 burner stove in there,
Yeah.
but we prefer to cook outside.
And why is that?
Because
Because
otherwise the whole thing will smell like onions.
onion or chorizo, like I did.
But that's okay.
And we have a table, but it's folded away because we're leaving tomorrow. This is good.
Yeah, yeah. We go on holidays to live in the outdoors.
And this is for Mika. I'll make sure Mika gets this. Yes?
Oh, okay.
Because Murray's making.
Special fried rice, according to an ancient recipe from 2 weeks ago in the McLaren Park Hotel.
A nice warm pub. Oh, that was delicious, that vegetarian thing I had.
Alright, now we put the rice in.